Morning, guys. Bright and early here, heading out to Ann Arbor. I just wanted to make my quick video for you. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about, the key to success. I think I've heard this a couple times in the last couple days, and it kind of really struck me and wanted to talk about it. So obviously, there's tons of different things that successful people do, and being able to look at them and model them and understand what makes a difference in these successful people between other people, right? And I think one of the biggest things that I just heard, and I've heard before, but just putting it back into bigger perspective, is the question, what's the problem? What's the biggest problem you'll ever have in your life? And that the answer, the successful people know what the answer is, and other people don't, or they have the wrong answer. And the biggest problem you'll ever have in your life is you. But the successful people know that that's the biggest problem, and that's also the solution, right? So what does that mean? That means that if you literally get out of your own way and you put on the right thinking, and you start having your thoughts be in the right direction, in a positive direction, and uplifting yourself and others, you're going to be able to have and get whatever it is you want. Most people jump to those negative conclusions, and I watched a documentary a while back in regards to why that is. We are actually scientifically programmed that way, and I know I talked about programming last night on the Zoom, but we are programmed in a fight or flight sort of scenario, where way back in the day when we were cavemen, it was typically a flight, right? We typically ran away. So we're kind of hardwired to always jump to the negative and jump to get out of it. If there's too much pain, leave, get going. And it's actually the exact opposite of what the successful people do. They grit their teeth and they go at it, and they learn from those different experiences, and then they become successful, right? They get through it. They learn exactly what they need to do in order to do it correctly the next time. So one of the other things I've always said is, in any scenario, you got to give the benefit of the doubt to those other people, and you have to jump to a positive conclusion, right? Don't automatically go down the rabbit hole of, something negative. I'll give an example. Yesterday, our next door neighbor called. She came home, and the front door was wide open. There's a glass door on the, in the front, and then their big wood door was wide open. She texted Meg, asked if anybody seen anything suspicious or anything like that, and I ended up walking through the house before they went in, just to make sure nobody else was there. Now, I was freaking out a little bit, because it's just not normal, right? Why would somebody's door be wide open? Especially, in our neighborhood, stuff like that doesn't happen. And we were victim of this. All three of us, I'm not saying don't be cautious, but all three of us jumped to the worst case conclusion. Somebody broke in, they took something, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I'm so nervous, I feel violated, and I don't know if I can go in my own house, all this stuff, right? Well, it turns out, she finally got a hold of her husband, and when he got home, he goes, oh yeah, I think I accidentally left the door wide open. In which case, all of that stress from you thinking it, thinking's what makes it real. So you get to choose what you think. You get to choose how you think. And so those successful people, that's what they know. They know that they get to choose. They know that every scenario is a choice in how they perceive it. So just be aware of that as you're going through your day. You can find those silver linings. You can find, if you get a flat tire, that you're going to meet somebody new, and maybe you were supposed to meet that person. Who are you supposed to meet? When something goes wrong, always say that, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Who am I supposed to meet because of this? Because as I've done that, you know, it's been amazing to find really amazing people, because I was looking for them. So hope that gave you value, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I know some of you guys are going to have some snow days for your kids, so I look forward to seeing you tonight, though, at Johnny's for Tiff's training. It's going to be absolutely amazing, and I'll see you all there.